Hey guys, it's Wackass here. And if you guys don't know, or you haven't heard, which I'm assuming you probably have, Overwatch 2's PvE has been canceled. This is not new news. I just wanted to talk about it because as somebody who really loved Overwatch for a long time, I played the game a lot back in 2018 to now. Have a few hours on Overwatch 2 because I really expected the PvE to come out, and I was really excited for that. I decided to play PvE with my friends and do all this other fun stuff that was promised, but Blizzard clearly couldn't just keep their promise that they made to the community, which is just honestly quite disappointing. I mean, you got all these people to buy this game and support the game and make purchases in the game and just got all these people hyped thinking that PvE was going to be the main goal because you basically just released Overwatch 1 and then changed the slightest things. I mean, yeah, Bastion got changed a little bit. We got 3 new characters, and we're getting a character basically every single battle pass or new season. But at the end of the day, it's just Overwatch 1, but instead of 2 CP, you have push, and then a lot of maps are gone. I mean, you didn't really make a new game. You have the same game, use the same assets, and you basically copied everything, put it into Overwatch 2, and then called it a new game and tried to sell it to us as if it was a new product, with it, which it just wasn't. I mean, let's just be real here. Overwatch 2 is nothing more than just Overwatch 1. And that's like the biggest issue here for me. You got all these people to download your game and spend money on your game with the expectation of eventually getting a PvE mode, which you've been hyping up for the past 2 years, getting people excited for. And the big reason why we're making an Overwatch 2 is for PvE, which now that that's canceled, there was no point. I mean, you could have just released all this stuff in Overwatch 1 and then just called it a big update for all the work that you've done so far. I mean, it's literally just the same game, and now without PvE, there's no real need for a sequel. I mean, it's literally just the same game now. No changes have been made enough to warrant this being a sequel. I don't know. I just feel like it just feels kind of scammy to sell your game in a way that you're making people think that all this crazy stuff is coming, personalized abilities, a whole story mode, a whole new experience, PvE, play with your friends, have a great time, and then you don't deliver. Like, that just doesn't seem right. That doesn't sit right with me, like, at all. The fact that you can literally lie to people, basically, and mislead people into buying and spending money on your product, and then just rug pulling and be like, nope, nah, we're not going to give you what we told you we are going to give you 2 years ago. And this is like another thing that I want to address. If you have 2 whole years worth of time developing and doing all this other stuff, where did that time go? I mean, you're acting like you guys didn't have enough time to make the whole PvE, which I understand 2 years isn't a lot of time for developing a game, but come on now. You should be able to at least release something. That's 2 whole years of work, and you have nothing to show for it. You have no gameplay. You have nothing that you could have just released. You could release story modes every season and then just, okay, here, we got a few missions ready. We can't release the whole thing right now because it's not ready right now. And then you just release everything when it's ready, like what you did originally with PvP. You could have released a segment of PvE and then be like, okay, that's all we have ready right now, but we're still going to implement more as the time goes on. And I don't even want to hear a discussion about, oh, them not having the resources or the funds. Blizzard is making so much money off of not just Overwatch, but all of their other properties that they just are just profiting off of. And that's not even talking about the money that they probably get from Activision. So where is all the money that's going into your company? You can't take a little bit of time to finish what we were promised, basically. You're really just giving the community a big middle finger and telling us to F ourselves after we've supported your game for multiple years, and all to show for anything that we've ever done, supporting your game, paying for stuff, just enjoying your game, playing it, promoting it, because YouTubers are the reason why Overwatch is so big. I mean, like, all these people do so much to help grow this game and build this community up, and Blizzard couldn't even just make an attempt to release something. I mean, you didn't have to scrap the whole thing. I'm assuming at least something was done. I mean, because there's no way that you guys had nothing ready from 2 years ago when the game was first released to now. You have nothing. You can't release anything. So what were you guys doing for all that time when you guys were promising us all this stuff? What happened? And you know Blizzard's not going to release an actual response explaining to why and where all their time and effort went for the past 2 years. Plus the time when Overwatch 2 first dropped, when people were thinking that, okay, we're going to get PvP and then PvE. Where was that time spent with all the money that you guys probably generated from the microtransaction filled game with the battle pass and the fact that we had to pay for skins and all this other crap? Where was all the time gone? Where is all the money gone? And we have nothing to show for it besides Life Weaver and battle pass skins that nobody wants and more forceful pay methods. It doesn't even make sense to me, bro. It just doesn't. I mean, it's just honestly sad to see Blizzard and Overwatch, one of my favorite games, one of my favorite shooters, just throw it all away. Just screw over the community, screw over everything that you've built, and just throw it all away. It's just a shame, honestly. It really just is a shame. I hope that eventually we do get some form of PvE. I know they said they were going to talk about releasing story missions, which isn't what we were promised at all, but I guess it'll be something to play. I'm hoping that we get something, just something besides playing competitive and dealing with all the stuff that entails and all the other just toxic other stuff that you have to deal with when playing Overwatch. I just hope that we can just get something, man. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's just rough, bro, because watching a company throw away something just so fun and amazing for nothing, it's just hard to watch, man.